Christ's sakes, what the hell kind of a needle is that? Shit, Doc, I got the flu. I don't need any shot.
Just relax, Mr. Ruby. This'll calm you down, clear all this up.
Doc, I'm telling you, I don't need or want no shot.
Mr. Ruby, I don't want to have to involve the guards. This'll only take a few seconds.
Oh. You're not my lawyer. Does he have to stay in this room?
No, he doesn't.
Would you please leave the room?
Please leave.
And you understand that I cannot tell the truth here in Dallas? There are people here who do not want me to tell the truth.
Mr. Ruby.
Who do not want me to have a retrial.
Mr. Ruby, I don't see why you can't tell us now.
You don't see. When are you going back to Washington?
Well, shortly after this hearing, I'm going to have some lunch.
Oh, delightful. If you request me to go back to Washington with you right now, that is, if you want to hear further testimony from me, can you do that? Can you take me with you?
No, that could not be done. There would be many things involved in that.
What are they?
The business of the attention it would draw. There would be no safe place for you. We're not law enforcement officials, and there are many things at stake, Mr. Ruby, in this affair.
Mm-hmm. But if I'm eliminated, there won't be any way of knowing the truth pertaining to my situation. And consequently, a whole new form of government is going to take over our country. And I will not live to see you another time. Don't you get it? My life is in danger here. You think I'm screwy?
Well, I don't know what to do because I don't know what you anticipate we would encounter.
Then you don't stand a chance, Mr. Chief Justice. You have a lost cause. Because all I want is a lie detector test, and you refuse to give it to me, and the true serum, how do you pronounce it? The pentothal, whatever it is. They won't give it to me. Because I want to tell the truth, and then I want to leave this world.
Why you keep dancing on my head for, my man? We've been thick as molasses pie since law
Dean.
school.
I read your testimony.
Suits me, Daddy Warbucks. How do I get in touch with you?
Oh, I'm around.
And that's how I first heard of Clay Bertrand.
What was his voice like?
Well, you knew you wasn't talking to some low-life fag. You know, he had command of the King's English.
Did he pay?
Always. Like tits on a pig.
And Oswald?
Like I told to the Washington boys. Bertrand called that summer and asked me to help the kid upgrade his Marine discharge.
So you met Oswald how many times?
3, 4. He came in with a few Cubano swishes one time, I remember.
To my home and harassing my wife and my family.
I understand, Lee. Settle down, just relax, take the edge off here, boys, all right? Now, did you bring those discharge papers in for me I asked for?
Yes.
Did you speak to Oswald in Dallas?
Hell no. Like I told that Bertrand cat right off. This ain't my scene, man. I deal in Muni Court. I'm a hack of nigger town. That kid needs a hot
And how
dog.
the hell did your name get in the Warren Commission, Dean? Except through the phone records in the Dallas jail.
There were no phone records.
Of course there weren't. Because it disappeared. Yet the commission found you, Dean.
The Phoebes run background checks. I'm my mama's breast, man. That's all I got. There wasn't no conspiracy, Jim. If there were, why the hell didn't Bobby Kennedy prosecute it as Attorney General?
Mankind must put an end to war. A war will put an end to mankind.
Hello?
The world must hear this.
No, he's not here now, and he wouldn't take the call here if he were. So would you please call the office? Thank you. Two of them even had the gall to come to the front door this afternoon. One of them all the way from England.
They live?
It's not funny, Jim. Honey, I'm scared.
Don't be, honey, all right? Come here. There's nothing to be scared of. I spent 4 years in the war, man. This is nothing.
We force young black men and young white men to fight.
No. Nothing's gonna happen to you, Liz, all right? I won't let it. Okay?
Will you leave us alone, for God's sakes?
Please leave us alone.
It was Lou.
See that something must be done.
You will think just a little something.
Here, et tu, Brute.
And you know who shot the president?
Yes, I do. Actually, it was Jackie he was shooting at. But, you know, he missed.
Jesus Christ. It takes me 20 minutes to get in this office these days. Are we famous or what?
Notorious is more like it. Jim Garrison is right. There has been a conspiracy in New Orleans, but it's a plot of Garrison's own making. And look at this. One of the DA's investigators offered an unwilling witness $3,000 if only he would fill in the facts of the alleged meeting to plot the death of the president. Gee, is that true?
Hell no.
Well, then how can they write it?
Oh, Jim.
Look, they call me a charlatan, a hulking DA. Here I'm power mad. And we got morbid frolic in New Orleans.
Crazy, they're taking over the asylum, Jim. It's a zoo out there.
Sensational garbage sells newspapers, Jim. What else is new?
Well, how can they say that?
Oh, but what about the thousands of letters you're getting? I mean, that's where the heart of the country is. Here, dear Mr. Garrison, God bless you for having the courage to go after the murderers of President Kennedy. Please don't stop till they're behind bars. I am a beautician here in Hannibal, Missouri, and my husband is a janitor at the local high school. We have 4 kids and not an extra lot of money, but we're enclosing a contribution to help you with your work. We're praying for you. God bless. Signed, Judith Hardy, Hannibal, Missouri. Here's $1. And there's more where that came from. That's what it's all about, Jim. That's what it's about. For every lousy article in the press, there's 1,000 of these.
Well, that's just fine, Numa. But what about all the people who aren't writing letters? They're sitting at home reading all these lies. Now, I just heard there's an NBC crew in town to do a white paper. Not on the Kennedy killing, but on us. And one of their top guys, Harry Stoner's been all over town talking to everybody he can about you, boss.
Stoner. Jesus Christ, why doesn't Stoner just call me?
What do you want to do, Bill? You want to just pack it in and close up shop? Because that's sure what you sound
Look,
like.
this thing's bigger than all of us. We can't try a case in this atmosphere.
All right.
Mr. Miller's been waiting.
Send him in, Shan. So Denver Oil Man wants to support the investigation. Bill, I know what you're thinking. But sometimes when things make no sense, it's exactly the time when you just got to stick your head down and keep going.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller, Jim Garrison, would you care for some coffee?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Garrison.
Shan, please, come in.
You know, your coffee has an almost Turkish flavor down here, but I suppose I could get used to it. And I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. I just arrived from Denver this morning on my private jet.
Yes, your letter indicated that you're in the oil business up there.
Yes, I've done quite well in Denver, Mr. Garrison. But I have to admire a man like you. I have the means to back up what I say.
Well, we could use all the support we can get. I think these might interest you. They've been enlarged and they show a lot.
I'd love to see them. Splendid. Where were you? Europe or the Pacific?
Germany.
Oh, you were lucky. I spent 3 years in the Pacific. You know, I've never seen an avenue with such a profusion of bail bond companies. Well, why is that?
I imagine because this is the criminal district court building. This is an enlargement of a potential shooter.
No, yes, I've heard of that shot. Terrible tragedy. How much do you have for carrying on your investigation?
If you must know, virtually nothing.
And how many men do you have working with you on it?
Less than you would expect. Most days, 2 to 3 assistant DAs, handful of investigators.
That's all you've had all this time?
That's all.
I'm amazed, Mr. Garrison. Then how did you manage to work your way into Guy Bannister's operation?
That was never in the newspapers, Mr. Miller.
Yes. I'm going to be honest with you. You've done a great job. Hell, an astounding job given the limited resources available to you. But the best you're ever going to hope to do is just stir up a lot of confusion. You're not going to do yourself any good. You're not going to do this country any good. You don't belong on this Mickey Mouse street with this strip of cheap bail bond shops.
Job manages to keep me pretty busy.
Nonsense. Now, you need to be in a position where you can make decisions that have impact, affect the world. Here you're just trying to scale Mount Everest on the steep side. I propose that you accept an appointment to the bench in federal district court. Move into a job worthy of a man of your talent. Do you have any idea, any conception of how easily such an appointment can be arranged?
What would I have to do?
Stop your investigation. It's been a magnificent effort, but it's over and done with. Hell, the press is already on your butt. And that's only the beginning, my boy. That's only the beginning.
How long do you think it would take me to be appointed?
Well, now, ordinarily, these things do take a certain amount of time, but I'm sure that with your record, it could be expedited easily. I guarantee it.
You can guarantee it? Who are you, Mr. Miller? You see that helmet there? I picked that up at the Dachau concentration camp when we liberated in 1945. It was the most horrifying sight I'd ever seen. Thousands of bodies piled one on top of the other. Pyramid of decaying, stinking bones. I don't enjoy looking at that swastika every day, Mr. Miller, but I keep it there. I keep it there to remind myself of what can happen when a country turns from its democratic principles to fascism. When a few madmen turn human beings into numbers and millions sit in silence and do nothing about it. Mr. Miller, you and I have met under a great misunderstanding. I haven't the remotest interest in becoming a federal judge, and nothing is going to keep me from going ahead with my investigation of John Kennedy's murder. Bill, Mr. Miller and I are through with our conversation. Would you show him out? Those bastards.
Well, they offered you the carrot and you turned it down. You know what's coming next, don't you, boss?
I was young. I was scared. I wasn't talking to nobody about nothing.
You say you took a movie of the assassination from the south side of Elm. That means you might have the real killer on film.
I'm sure I did. I have no doubt he was in there because those shots came from that fence. I saw puffs of smoke.
You sure?
I know what I saw. I may be just a little Texas girl, but no one can call me a liar.
No one's calling you a liar.
The only way I'd ever believe that President Kennedy was shot in the back of the head was if the Lord Jesus Christ stood right before me and said, "Beverly, you are wrong." He was shot from the front. I just knew that the worst thing in the history of America had happened.
But you gave the film to the FBI, Beverly. Why?
Well, they came to the club. I mean, they were there waiting for me Monday night. 2 men. Somehow they knew that I'd take the movies.
From the FBI. We understand you were at the Plaza on Friday.
Why didn't you develop the film, Beverly?
I hadn't finished the role. I have it right here in my camera.
You hadn't finished the role.
Did you ask for a receipt, anything? The names of the agents?
Would you mind? Well, you see, Mr. Garrison, I had marijuana in the bottom of my makeup kit. Now, that could have cost me 15 years, just like candy bars.
I understand, Beverly.
But I still am scared.
Beverly, tell Mr. Garrison.
I always remember the face.
Teach this broad some manners. Come here.
And then a couple of weeks later, when I saw him on the television, I screamed, "My God, that's him."
Rick from New Orleans. Here
That's
she
Jack's
is.
friend.
No diamond in the rough. She is Diamond Lundell.
Well, I knew right there and then it had something to do with the mob. And then a couple weeks later, after she told the newspapers that Jada, that she met this guy Lee with Jack, well, she disappears off the face of the earth. And I don't know what happened to her. And then Herman comes up to me and he starts offering to sell me her wardrobe. And I said, "Jada's coming back." Well, I just remember the way he looked at me, smiled. I knew she was never coming back.
Well, maybe we should call it a day, Lou. Go home, huh? While we're still a little behind.
You, boss, quit. The bear shit in a bucket.
We already got 2 people killed. Maybe more we never heard about.
You never got anyone killed, Jim. If we stop now, it'd be even more wrong.
Subpoena him, Lou. Dulles, the Cabals, Time Life, subpoena every damn one of them. Susie, what'd you find out on Oswald?
Lonely kid. Niggas in the South, and that's people hate because they are told to hate, fashioned to hate people in the United States.
Next thing we know, he's living in Dallas, Fort Worth, October '62, working 6 months at Jagger's Child Stogel. It's a photographic firm that contracts to make maps for the U.S. Army. He starts work. Thank you. Thank you. Starts work only days before the government reveals Russian missiles in Cuba, and the crisis explodes.
Your work sucks.
Oswald may have had access to missile site footage obtained by the U-2 planes and worked alongside a young man who's been in the Army Security Agency. Oswald becomes chummy with the white Russian community of Dallas, all rabid anti-communist. His closest friend is an oil man by the name of George de Mohrenschildt. De Mohrenschildt is a member of the Dallas Petroleum Club, speaks 5 languages, and was in French Vichy intelligence during the war. Also rumored to have been a Nazi sympathizer and member of the Solidaris, an international anti-communist organization with many Eastern Europeans and ex-Nazis, many of them brought here by the CIA after the war, many of them involved in oil and munitions interests in Dallas and the Southwest. You figure.
I think you really talk like a rat.
This is a guy that keeps turning up in colonial countries, all right? And each time he does, something strange happens. Coup d'etats, presidents are overthrown. He shows up on a walking tour in Guatemala's Cuban invasion camps just before the Bay of Pigs.
That's not becoming something.
We don't know he's CIA. Let's circle him very probable. Call him Oswald's handler.
The Oswalds are introduced by George DeMoss to Janet and Bill Williams.
I'm an engineer for Bell Helicopter.
It's through Janet Williams in...
Nobody.
I thought communism had the answers. I thought that everybody could be equal. I was young. I was impressionable. I admired Castro. His experimentation with that country, with socialism. I admired David Ferry. He was a man of the times. And the time was of a strong political climate. I got into something very sinister, very evil. Guy Bannister was a very evil man. If Bannister said you do something, you did it because you were afraid. He said to me, if you ever repeat anything I have said outside of these walls, I will personally come, I will kill you, I will kill your family. I loved my family. I loved them so much. I love you, Marina. I love you, Rachel. I love you, Jimmy. And I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Jack Ruby's bullet didn't silence me. It only made my voice.
Mr. Garrison.
Thank you for coming.
You didn't get the break you needed, but you went as far as any man could, Bubba. What can I do for you?
Just speculating, I guess, but how do you think it started?
I think it started in the wind. It's money. Arms manufacturers, big oil, Pentagon people, contractors, bankers, politicians like LBJ committed to war in Southeast Asia. As early as 1961, they knew Kennedy was going to change things. They knew he was not going to go to war in Southeast Asia. Who knows? Probably some boardroom or lunchroom somewhere in Houston or New York or hell. One worried son of a bitch with a few $1 million turns to the others with a few $1 million and says something pretty direct like,
The bitch is going to get elected bigger than ever in '64. You know, it's going to be worse than Roosevelt. Now, I'm telling you, Lou, this country is not going to survive as we know it.
Arthur, you're dead right. One more Bay of Pigs and we can all kiss our ass goodbye.
Little Bobby in '68. It's a damn dynasty. Something's got to be done.
Who's got to go, Lou? It's as simple as that. The election has got to be stopped. Well, I talk to a lot of people, and I'm not the only one thinking that.
What is the feeling in Washington, Lou?
so calls are made down to Washington, around the world, and they start talking about it. A few people here and there, just conversations. Not. Does it really matter who shot from what rooftop? Part of the scenery, right? No, the assassins by now are dead or well paid and long gone.
Any chance one of them confessing someday?
No, I don't think so. When they start to drool, they get rid of them. And they're proud of what they did. They did Dealey Plaza. They took out the President of the United States. That's entertainment. And they served their country doing it. That's what they think.
And you're general?
He got promoted to 2 stars. But he was never military, you know. He was always CIA. Went to Vietnam and lost his credibility when we got beat over there. He's retired, lives in Virginia. I say hello to him when I see him in the supermarket.
Ever ask him?
No. No, you never ask a spook a question. There's no point. They won't give you a straight answer. General Y still thinks of himself as the handsome young warrior who loved his country. But he loved the concept of war more.
His name?
Does it matter? Another technician. But you know the interesting thing? He was there that day in Dealey Plaza. You know how I know? That photograph of yours, the hobos, that was him. I mean, I worked with the man 20 years. That was the way he walked, hands at his side, military, the stoop, the haircut, twisted left hand, large clasp ring. What was he doing there? I suppose if anyone asked, he'd probably say protection. But I think he was giving some kind of okay signal to those hobos.
Thank you.
Oh, Bubba, thank you.